Sir?
Are
Hello?
people already complaining in the chat room?
Oh, you know it. You know it. Bright lights. Big city promo D.
If he ain't bitching, he ain't breathing, as they say.
Well, it's good to know he's alive.
Yep. You wanted to tease, you said we heard from our boy Merle, and he looks angry.
For those of you watching on the YouTube, dude, he looks very angry. I'm not going to play it, but I just want to show you the opening frame. This is in response to the eBay gift card. Like, take it, leave it.
Well, that is an intimidating face until you look over his shoulder and see the live, laugh, love sign over his doorway.
Hey, I'm laughing.
Listen, Adam.
Oh, I'm loving.
Boys and girls at home and kids in the gallery, let's go!
Hello, Pack-a-Maniacs, and welcome to another episode of Pack to the Future. I'm your host, Ricky, a.k.a. Mr. eBay. And I'm joined by my co-host and partner in crime, Dr. Chad.
Someone call for a doctor?
How you doing, Doc?
I'm live, laugh, loving. I screwed it up. Damn, idiot.
Well, we got an awesome show for you guys tonight. We have a little bit of weekly updates. As you saw, we're going to hear from Merle. We're going to find out whether the podcast is going to go bankrupt or live to fight another week.
Whew.
And we're taking it Pack to the Future. That's right. Chad found or bought some old Beckett's, and we're going to be covering some of that, some 90s basketball and more.
Oh, yeah.
But before we jump into all that, Chad, do you have any show announcements?
Oh, yeah, we got some show announcements. I think first and foremost, actually, let's talk about this. Let's talk about Sunday night's main event wrestling podcast. Ricky and I chatted about this, and we think that we're going to move it to a slightly periodic basis. Maybe it's going to follow paid live events. Maybe it'll follow our schedules, but we want to bring it to you bigger and more entertaining. And to do so, we'll kind of move that to an as needed basis.
Yep. Still labor of love, still something. We're not done with it. We're moving it to a new format. I hate the term, by the way, PLE. And sorry, I had my TV on the whole time. You can,
Are we interrupting you?
Yeah, so evidently the hockey game's on, don't you know? But I can't even think. What were we just talking about?
PLE. You hated the term PLE.
I hate the term PLE. These are going to be PPVs, pay-per-views, pay per listen,
like
pay per listen. We may be onto something there.
How about that?
So, but yep, you'll hear more from us, and we'll probably intermix a little bit of wrestling talk into this show here and there. So it's not going away by any means.
Other notification for people, we will want to remind them, if you want to support the show, go check out our website, PTTFpodcast.com. From there, you can listen to each and every episode, but also in our sponsor and affiliate link tab, you can get discounts for all of your card supplies. Now, Dan this week posted on the Instagram that I believe he used our promo code for BCW supplies to get himself, a stack of supplies to protect all of his Kansas City Royals cards, which I think was great. And Dan, we really appreciate you reposting that, and everyone who does so on the Instagrams, and I try and repost those as well.
Yeah.
So PTTFpodcast.com for all of your discounts, and for when you go do your eBay shopping, our eBay affiliate link, which we're going to get to right now, is the biggest way you can help support the show. Just a reminder how this works. Go to your computer, log into your browser into eBay, then go to PTTFpodcast.com, click the affiliate link tab. If you buy a card in the next 24 hours, the show gets a small commission at no extra cost to you. If you bid on a card and end up winning that card within 10 days, the show gets a commission. Or if you submit an offer that then gets accepted, then the show gets commission as well. I did have Luke, I think it was Luke who reached out to us and said, hey, I bought a pretty big card here and it didn't show up on the list. And I think that he had submitted an offer and the seller countered, and it didn't seem like the counter offer worked. So the best, the safest play is just keep that PTTFpodcast.com link starred, keep it up on your tab. Just go click the link. It takes just a couple of seconds, and we really appreciate it.
Yep. And
so much so
for the attempt.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I highlight Luke on this one because he comes to mind. We've had so many people who reach out and say, like, hey, it didn't work. Like Justin, late 90s, has done that as well. And we always appreciate the attempt, even if it doesn't work. So thank you guys.
Definitely.
But last week, 2 weeks ago, we had Merle be the winner of April's eBay contest. If you're new to the show, each and every month we are giving away an eBay gift card for those of you who use the affiliate link to buy a card. We randomize each week a winner of someone who has purchased a card. At the end of the month, we randomize the winner of the month. Now, last month's eBay gift card is worth $75. Is that correct?
Yes.
It was 75,
correct.
right?
And now somehow, how much is it worth?
Oh, it's 75 now, but we got to find out if Merle is taking it or if it's carrying over into May.
Right. If it carries over into May, what will it be?
175 because we double it and then we add the 25 for May.
Okay. Brilliant idea.
Merle did send us a video.
$25 kicker. Real fan of that idea, Brainiac.
I just don't. Thank you. He submitted us a video at kind of the 11th hour here today. And I will say we've got the video here. We're going to play it. Oh, actually, hang on one second. I got to click the right button so we can hear the sound. I do have to say, as we teased in the pre-show.
Yeah.
He doesn't look happy.
Yeah, I'm nervous. I'm nervous of what that means for the show.
I have not filtered this, so like if there's any obscenity or anything, like I don't think Merle would do that, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Strapping.
Your discretion is advised for the next minute 46. God, minute 46.
Dude, this is a speech.
Buckle up.
This is a problem.
Hello, Mr. eBay.
Can you hear it?
And Chadhausen. This is the Merlhausen. I was told I won a prize worth $75 in eBay monies. Yes, that could be very nice. But I heard that if I reject that, it can double. I think it goes to 1.7 million in eBay monies. That would be very nice. It would be very bad for you. But Mr. eBay and Chadhausen, I've heard you've been very mean. You've been leading people on, telling you going to the National or you're going to Dallas and then you're not. So, Mr. eBay and Chadhausen, you are... No, wait a minute. I don't think I can do that. I think Mr. eBay and Chadhausen have sent me this prize.
Oh, I forgot.
Full of wrestling card housings. I think they've been okay. They've sent me this, so you are not cursed. But still, behave. I will accept the $75 in eBay money.
Yes.
Yes, I can get something very nice with that. Yes, I can do something very nice. And maybe soon down the road, if you can get a 2/3 majority, you can override this whole doubling thing and get rid of that whole thing that could wipe out the show for forever. And just send the eBay monies each month. That would be very nice. So, thank you very much to Mr. eBay and Chadhausen. This is Merlhausen signing out.
That is so good. That is so good. Hey, Ricky, cut that music real quick. WWE is copywriting us on every time that we play it. We even got one for last week. It took our
I didn't know we got one for that one yet. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No, I didn't tell you. God, Merle, man, coming up big, saving us some money by gaining some money. Like somehow he turned that into us doing or him doing us a favor, but I think he did in a way. So
yeah, he's amazing. He needs to run our business. I don't know if that's a possibility to hire him to oversee you when you come up with these ideas.
Touche.
No, it's a great idea. It's a great shtick. Awesome video, and way to stay in character for almost 2 minutes straight. That was amazing.
That's impressive. Yeah.
I can't believe he hasn't opened the wrestling. What are we waiting for?
I know. I think he's been busy with some stuff. But,
Rip that box.
Maybe he's going to hold on to it and resell it. I don't know. All right. Well, Ricky, Merle, thank you very much. We will get that gift card out to you. But we do have some winners of this week to announce. I do want to pull up the tab of everyone who purchased through our eBay affiliate link. I hadn't showed those. Let's go ahead and pull those up now over the past week. Ricky, we see some repeat names that will pop up on here, like Lita.
Mm-hmm.
Quite a few Litas.
All right.
We got some Bobby Witt Jr. and some Salvador Perez and
Players
Jay
of note.
Crowder. We got some T-shirts. You know, I like the fact that people are using this for their everyday purchases. It shows a dedication to the craft of clicking the eBay affiliate link from our website.
T-shirt, shorts,
Oh yeah, there's
long
a
sleeve
goldfish in here
and
as well.
T-shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah, get all your clothes.
That was actually the biggest purchase of the week, was a great black Ronchu female goldfish.
Oh my God. When will Hey, hold on. I'm gonna do a podcast for one. Hey Tim, when's enough? Just wondering.
I don't
The human race.
I don't know that he keeps them alive for very long.
Well, but
you know?
if it's not taking off west for 90 minutes to hit the casino, it's spending money ordering goldfish.
Hey, you
I
let
love
that
the
man
man.
spend his money how he wants to spend his money. You don't shame him for that. I'll have no part of that.
Jimmy Tim. He's coming. You guys were plotting a little bit of a visit.
Oh yeah.
That
yeah.
sounds like a lot of fun. I can't wait to hear about it.
I told him to make sure he doesn't go to Wendover the night before. So,
oh my God, when that's booked, we're 100% taking bets on that.
I'm like waiting at his plane getting off, with like flowers and a sign. He just never shows up. It's like the beginning of a rom-com. It's like, no, where is he? Tim's in the casino in Wendover. Yeah,
he's gonna show up. He's gonna get you into the casino before he tells you. Hey, by the way.
All right, let's randomize some of this stuff.
All
Ricky,
right.
how many times do we run in the randomizer to be entered into the weekly drawing here?
Let's go an even 76.
Even 76. All right. Well, there's
let's
three.
Let's
There's
go 4 times.
All right. Well, here's our winner right here. How about this? We got 2025 Bowman University Chrome Prospects autograph, Trevor Pena, numbered to 50. I don't know who bought that card,
I don't either.
but the buyer of that card is the winner of the week. Please send us a photo of the card over on our Instagram Pack to the Future podcast, and we'll enter you into May's drawing for a $25 eBay gift card. Thank you.
Very well done. Very well done.
Oh, yeah. And look, I've got this new formula where I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it right into our show notes right now.
Hey,
See what I'm doing? That way I don't forget.
look at that.
Hey,
Look how easy
at me.
that is.
yeah, thank you. All right, that's it for the announcements for the week.
Okay. Well,
Trying to tighten that up, you know? Just,
oh yeah, you're doing great, man. And you keep it entertaining when you do it, so it's easy to listen to. What is this link about?
oh, yeah,
Doctor-
click it.
Dr. B. I
Okay.
refuse to click a link from Dr. No. Tell me more.
So
about
as we transition into first segment, we're going to do some hobby updates, and then we're going to do some Chad and Ricky updates as well, like we do. But we do have some hobby news of note this week, and I thought that given the Beckett magazines were kind of making an appearance, there was actually some Beckett news. There's a couple of Beckett news, as a matter of fact.
it. Yeah.
The first one that I have pulled up here is actually about hobby icon Dr. B is for Beckett. So this article, coming from Sports Collectors Digest, let me go ahead and throw this up on the screen, talks about Dr. Beckett's involvement with a new company called Oh Yes.
That's not it. It's oh yes.
It's a new trading card company, according to this article, has already made a big splash in the hobby as it prepares for its June 5th launch. That's right, just a few weeks away. Adding such influential movers and shakers such as Atari founder Nolan Bushnell and Netflix co-founder Mark Randolph to its leadership team. But now they've got someone from the trading card industry, founder of Beckett Media and Beckett Grading Services, Dr. James B. is for Beckett. He is joined as well, and they've got this very, very fancy looking poster of him. How about that?
Yeah. Rank number 1.
Oh,
100.
How about that? Top 110 collectors of 2025.
Oh yes.
What were we on the top 100 collectors? I
Oh.
don't know.
It's top. Oh, yes, collectors.
So this is kind of interesting, to be honest with you. Like,
Yeah,
all kidding aside with our history of Dr. Beckett, it's
sure.
I always like it when there are icons that stay within a respective field because it still brings you back to the nostalgia of people that you looked up to. So it says that Dr. Beckett is 77, of course, has remained active in the hobby through his podcast, Sports Card Insight with Dr. Beckett. And it
Mhm.
gives some quotes from Dr. Beckett that you're more than welcome to go read through the various articles that publish this. This one, again, through Sports Collectors Digest. But I think the part that I wanted to highlight here was a little bit interesting. Is this it here? It is. So, oh, yes, is launching a new category that it calls experiential collectibles. It plans to embed digital activation technology into physical trading cards that unlock exclusive experiences, digital content, and direct engagement with athletes, celebrities, artists, and entertainers. Its strategy is to create collectibles that connect collectors and fans with athletes and personalities through trading cards. Ricky, I don't know what that means, but it sounds like a pretty cool idea on paper.
Yeah, could be any number of things. It would be really cool if you could get a 1-on-1 LeBron and scan a QR code, and it's to take you to an appointment to FaceTime him for 15 minutes one time.
That would be pretty cool.
Or have dinner with them, or you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it could be really cool. I don't think Oh Yes is the company that's going to do it. It's going to be Fanatics that does that eventually. It's really cool idea though. I want to see what they do with it. I don't know. Their main client is that I saw, if you go on their website, is Bare Knuckle Fight Club. So Bare Knuckle MMA.
Okay.
So and that has a niche audience, you know. I'm sure they'll be excited to try it out and see how it goes. I'm not entirely clear on how their cards are going to work. You know, the few photos they've had on their website seem to have their own slab. I'm not sure if it's like grading services, if it's their own card company. But no, like I'm not going to hate on a bunch of pop culture successful guys, you know, in one way or another, getting together and saying, let's put together a passion project, see where it goes. I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm not going to just crap on it. I don't even totally understand what it is, but I'm super intrigued by this experimental collectible idea.
Well, Dr. James Beckett was not the only Beckett that made the news this week. Of note, if you like to consume hobby content like ours, you may have noticed on Stacking Slabs that Colin Hudson, the general manager of Beckett, the grading card company, had a pretty good interview with him. Of course, go listen to that after you finished listening to our show and liking it on the YouTubes or wherever you consume the product. But interestingly, Beckett Grading Card Services is also thinking about producing a magazine, and they seem very dedicated to trying to fix that brand and reshape what it's like to grade through Beckett Grading Services. Now, you know, it's easy to buy into hype that you hear from people talking, but this guy seemed very dedicated to doing that. And I don't know that I've got much of a talking point with that other than it got me fired up a little bit. Like I was pretty excited to hear that interview and it's like, okay, I think it's always good when there's a little bit of competition in the industry until Collectors goes and buys Beckett. But to me, it sounded intriguing.
Yeah.
Lastly, on the grading card note, let's just keep rolling these things over.
Yeah.
Kenny Benson in our group chat this week sent out, I think just today, an update from PSA. I want to see if I've got that here. Do I have that?
Yeah.
Do I have that photo? I do. So this is a screenshot for those of you watching on the YouTube. Let me make sure I've got that up. So this is from PSA. And as of May 14th, the day of this recording, the following updates apply to new card grading submissions as of today. These are estimated completion ranges, Ricky, in business days. And I will say that I showed these to Sarah just real quick when we were eating dinner before we jumped on the show.
Yeah.
And she just shook her head. So value bulk up to 160 days, 160 for value bulk. value up to 120, value plus 80, value max 50. Even regular goes 30 to 40 business days, express 20 to 30, and then walkthrough 5 to 7 business days. That's a pretty slow walkthrough. Must be a big establishment
big
that they
waiting
have to walk
area.
through that. I don't know, Ricky. Those are massive wait times. I know that the Pokemon uptick over the past year has contributed heavily to this. Boy, oh boy, that's a tough pill to swallow. I don't know that I'm going to be submitting anything to old PSA anytime soon.
Yeah, I'll bitch and complain about it and still send in stuff next time I think of it.
Fair enough.
It's annoying. I hate Pokemon listeners. Get your own grading company. I don't know. Like, it sucks, but what are we gonna do? Like, we always bitch about it and we always don't leave.
It's true. You know, I heard a couple other podcasts this week saying the same thing. It's hard. Yeah, you don't want to have the negativity there, but it is hard. If you're a grader, it's not a pleasant sight. If you're someone who's like Boston Steve and you're like, hey, I'm not going to grade anyway, then they're just kind of kicking back and laughing at this point. So,
Well,
it is what it is. And
yeah,
there you
and I
go.
get maybe quality control. You don't want to hire temps and stuff, but like, I don't know. Isn't this a sign to maybe hire a few more people?
That would be
Maybe.
nice, wouldn't it?
You're like owning half the world with Disney owning the other half. So like,
Yep.
what more do you know? Come on.
Doesn't this kind of seem to be like a common theme with all major companies that we talk about on this show? Whether it's healthcare, whether it's grading card services, whether it's trading card companies, like, boy.
Yeah.
It's tough. All right. So that is your hobby news of the week. Some interesting stuff with Dr. Beckett, some not so great stuff with PSA, and maybe some intriguing things with Beckett Grading Card Company. So there you go.
There you go.
Some hobby news.
All right. Well, the Jazz got the second pick of the draft.
Oh gosh, I forgot about that. Dude, I wanted to get your reaction and know how ecstatic you were because you have mentioned Ace Bailey on 2 consecutive episodes.
Yeah.
And just got to wonder, Ricky, is this new draft pick, is it lighten up your Jazz fandom?
I'm paying attention. I will say that it depends on what the Jazz do with this draft. And I don't know. I'm not going to be all the way in. But
Okay.
I could be a passive home fan. Or, catch some games, pay a little more attention throughout this next season. It depends on how the Jazz treat this draft. I'm starting to already hate the Jazz again because I go onto our personal chat, and while I love our boy Brown, him and our boy Chase love debating all the different trades we could make with this pick, and I want to go to their house and strangle them until they can't live anymore.
You're feisty today.
I am. It's been a long day. It's been a long work day. I'm running on fumes. We better not trade the pick. And honestly, if he falls to us, this AJ Dibasta, I don't want him. He went to BYU. I don't care. He's not a game. There's no game changer in this draft, or if it is, no one knows it. I want Darren Peterson from Kansas. Everyone's trashing him because he's had some health issues. He's figured it out. He's a baller through and through. You keep the team we've put together over these painstaking years. They've already screwed you on the draft. You can't tank anymore with draft relegation. Don't mess this up. Get Darren Peterson. We're not getting Boozer. If we get AJ, I'm out. I'm a Clipper fan for life.
Join me, man. I've been out for a long period of time. And in fact, I even left that Jazz group chat that we have with our buddies a long time ago.
I need to do it for myself. I'm going to have a heart attack.
So my thoughts on this, we have there's some magic, witchcraft store in downtown Vancouver that Sarah and I went to. I need to go back and I think up my Danny Ainge seance space.
I think so.
And that's been on my mind a lot. And one of the reasons why we're really pushing hard to find a new house so that we could have like extra room to hold that. But honestly, dude, if the Jazz draft Boozer, number one, the second they draft him, he's going to have a calf strain. He's going to be out for 6 months.
Yep.
Just like his old man.
Yep.
If they draft AJ, then I told this to our group chat. I could not have got out of Utah at a better time because all the BYU fans will be absolutely insufferable.
Yep.
I would not be able to be around them, just
Nope.
especially if he's good and the Jazz take off. Like, oh my gosh, just no, absolutely not. So, and no, I'm still not back in on the Jazz. Check in with me. You know, all these basketball fans say, "Oh, wait till the Jazz get good. Wait till they get a draft pick. You'll be back." Nah, you don't know me. I'm still out. I'm still out.
You know, you put in here is Ace a good buy? I don't know. He seems like he's going to be a pretty decent player. Seems like fun. The uniforms he wore his rookie year were pretty badass in the cards I've seen. So that's really all shaping my decision to go after Ace Bailey. But sure, why not? I'm down. He didn't want to come here, but we changed his mind. He fired his agent, so we can.
Well, you know, that. You've been talking about him, and then on Card Talk, you know, the last 2 times that we've had basketball product, like his card routinely pops up in the sale sheet.
Yeah. It looks cool. I mean, they look like cool cards. So, yeah, why not? He might be my new guy.
We'll see what you do.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Ricky, you want to, you got anything for this week that you want to go with before I fire away at my laundry list?
Had
a busy week.
Briefly, I sent my wife away for her birthday to Vegas with her sister-in-law to go to the Sphere to see No Doubt. That is her favorite band of all time. They had a great time. While they were gone, I had dad duty solo, and my son was out with his friends. He's a popular guy at 16, too cool for dad, and and barely communicated, but that was fine. He communicated enough and said he would be home by midnight. Ironically, Friday night, I got real tired and ended up going to bed before midnight, which almost never happens. I'm like the opposite of Chad. I'm a night owl.
What?
I went to bed before he got home, which never has happened. I was the solo caregiver, and I asked him to do me one favor. 2 parts, but one favor. Turn off the front porch light when you get home and lock the door to the garage when you get home.
0% chance either of them happened.
Wake up at 2 a.m. Light is on. Garage door is unlocked.
Oh, yeah.
I went, well, I haven't told him this, but I did open the garage first and saw his car was in the driveway. But I decided that wasn't enough. So I went down to his room, slammed the light on. He jumped to attention like he was a soldier. I'm up in his boxers. And I said, dude, it's for your safety that I need you to tell me these things. I don't ask you just for my S's and giggles to turn off the light. It's how I know you're home. Otherwise, that's life with a 16-year-old.
Yeah, that sounds great, man. God,
I don't think he'll make that mistake again. Oh, I was in my boxers too, like hair everywhere. Like I was just dead asleep too. Oh. Walking zombie. But that was the eventful weekend pretty much. I watched Backlash. The Danhausen match was incredible.
Yes,
go watch it if you haven't. But yeah, no, that was kind of my week. It was a little bit of a slower week. Not slow. I've had a ton of work. Been in trial all day today. Been complaining to you about all the work I've had lately. So very busy there, but the home life is just not a whole lot on my side. So I'm excited to hear about what you've got coming in.
Well, I got some hobby content for you right here, Ricky. I actually won a Fanatics auction. Can you believe it? I bet I have tried to win 50 of these things over the past month, and I finally won one.
Hey.
And check this out. It's good. This prize is going to show up on the screen, but I don't care. Hey, I'm adding back to my 2012 Prism Silver collection, and I got a Matthew Stafford in the old PSA 10 for the silver.
That's incredible.
For what I think is a pretty low price. It was $400.
Oh yeah.
There's only 13 of these bad boys out there. I really love these 2012 Prisms. I'm not going to go back over that, but I'm very happy to add him to Drew Brees and Peyton Manning. And Ricky, I will tell you this. Stafford is selling for so much lower of a price than all these other quarterbacks, and I think it is absolutely bonkers. This dude won the NFL MVP last year. He has won a Super Bowl, and he damn near could have won another one last year. Like,
Yep.
I don't know what people are doing. This is not the only Stafford card I have purchased or that I'm bidding on, but it's the one that I've got right now. The reason I show it here, the fun part is Fanatics does not ship with USPS, which is currently the only delivery carrier that can get it to my house. So it's going into the vault, the old Fanatics vault, which totally sucks because then I'm going to have to pay taxes after.
Why not ship it to Mama and Papa eBay or Doc and have them ship it to you?
Yeah, I guess I could do that. Yeah.
Or me. You can even ship
maybe.
it. We'll just take a year and a half.
It might take more time than
I guarantee you, if you ship it to me, you will receive a PSA 9 of this card.
Okay.
The choice is yours. Choose your own adventure.
I appreciate that greatly. So that's number one. Number two, I've got another mail day. Check this out. Check out this box. You know what this is?
I do, because you put it into the show sheet, but
damn right.
I'm excited.
A few weeks ago, we had Eric Latonin, sketch artist from Upper Deck, Tops, and Disney for their product, Disney's 70th anniversary. I told you people, we kind of asked him, like, hey, do you do personal, what are they, like consignments? No, they're not consignments. I'm not thinking of the right word. Do you do personal drawings? And he said yes. So I reached out to him and I got him a photo of the Haunted Mansion at night.
Oh,
and so I have not seen this. He's like, hey, it's done. Let me send you the digital version. I said, no. Don't send it to me. Don't send me the digital. Send me the original. Let me just open it up and see what it looks like. So we're going to open it up right now and see. And Ricky, he did get the care package that we sent him with the blaster of the Disney 70th. He said thank you. So
awesome.
Yeah, here we go, guys. Hopefully people will enjoy this. And, you know, I figure cards are kind of like art, and this is actual art from an Upper Deck and Tops, if I remember correctly, artist. So I thought that was kind of cool. And someday when I've got a real house of my own, I will be able to display it. Look at this. I even have a knife today. Mm-hmm.
Commission for Boston, Steve.
Thank you. It is a commission. Is this the... Is this the painting I sent? Is this the photo that I sent him? Holy shit, dude. This is so cool. Look at this thing.
Oh.
He drew that.
Dude,
look at that.
Dude.
How cool is that?
That's really cool.
Dude, I paused because I thought that like maybe he printed out the actual photo that I sent him, but it's just that good.
Yeah, he's incredible, man. That's so cool.
Look how cool that is.
That's really, really cool.
Oh, Eric, you nailed it, man. That's incredible. Oh my God, the detail on there.
That's amazing. That is really, really, really amazing.
And guys, the cost of this, I paid less for this than I did the Stafford.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Ricky, it might be worthwhile, man. Maybe the Mrs. eBay, like it took him a couple months because he was booking out.
Well,
but, oh my gosh,
funny you mentioned that. Because might have one more announcement. I think we've made it on a sideshow. Your boy booked his tickets.
Yes.
To the West Coast Card Show.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Peppy.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Oh, dude, do you want to know what hell on earth is? Do you want to know what hell on earth is?
I bet you're gonna tell me.
I went to my wife. And I said, hey, how about we look at using our miles for flights, right?
Pull it out there, Ricky.
I'm trying to multitask poorly. I said, you know, we can use our miles for flights. And she says,
No. We will be driving because we are going to spend
a week after the show in Las Vegas watching my son play AAU basketball games.
Oh.
Yeah, not good. Not good.
Okay, I feel bad about like any of the minor ball busting I've done this show to you. I didn't know you were going through that.
Dude, I'm trying to figure out a way to somehow like let her drive and meet her there. And maybe not
That
go to Vegas.
wow, this took a real like bad turn.
Yeah. Yeah. We might have to talk about it more. I might need a support person out in LA. That Sunday night game. Hey, that's you might have to fly home Sunday, but the Sunday Tigers game, your boy may be stretching out. Saying
Dude, you're gonna be a week in Vegas after?
something like that. Yeah. It's not good. It's not good.
Oh.
He's there for
I-
like 2 weeks straight.
I realize this makes for like terrible podcasting and radio, but like I can't control what's happening with my face right now.
Dude.
Like
Even Boston Steve, who I would call one of the better fathers we know, writes, "I'm sorry, Ricky." He understands. He understands the plight
oh Lord.
with a wife that loves nonstop eating out, that loves nonstop shopping, and a son who won't speak to me. I'll be lucky if he doesn't look at me like he does despise me.
Oh, that okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Dude, if I swear to God, if Boston Steve, he is written in the chat, if he makes it out to Anaheim, he's taking me back to Boston. I swear to God, I will escape with Steve back. We won't tell my wife or anything. I won't answer my phone. They'll have to file a missing persons report. I don't think it's against the law to just not answer your phone and disappear on a flight to Boston with your friend Steve, right?
No,
You're
I'm
rattled.
still trying to recover from the bomb you just dropped on me. Like, how are we supposed to have a fun rest of the show with that? That's it's awful.
Dude. Yeah.
It's the worst thing I've ever heard. All right.
I was rocked. We're supposed
A
to
week
talk
in
about
Vegas
it this
is
weekend.
rough. Yeah. Well, good luck with that talk. I'll be on phone call standby for you.
Thank you, good sir.
Oh my Lord. Wow. Okay. Well,
We're just gonna pack me in one of Boston Steve's suitcases.
yeah. We'll see ya.
Yes.
Well, speaking of that, good Lord, I guess the last little update that I have for me, I'm going to have a teaser at the very end of this episode about my week that no one knows. So we're going to save that for the very end of the episode. Not even Ricky knows this. But for those of you who know, you're going to know what I'm about to say. And Ricky, I just want to move immediately on from it. Early next week, I'll be in Anaheim and going clubbing for the first time. So I'm very excited about that. And I'll keep people who know posted. And otherwise, we'll move into our main event. Ricky, you want to go back to the future with some 90s Beckett magazines?
Let's do
Yes,
it.
sir. All right. Now, Ricky, this is going to make you happy. So even though I didn't know you were going to drop that bomb on us, I do know that what we're going to talk about is right up my guy's alley, and it's going to put a smile right back on your face.
Oh, yeah.
So let me lay a little groundwork here. And Ricky, if I get too verbose, stumbling over my words, which I can tend to do, you stop me and you let me know. So a few months back, I came across some Beckett magazines. Oh, dude, there's FedEx outside my door right now.
Dude.
This could be big, and this pertains to the end of the episode, but we'll get back to that later.
Okay.
Oh,
Do you
could
need
be
me to
big.
fill for a minute while you check?
No. I'll let it go.
All right.
Okay, so Beckett magazines came across my eBay feed, and I was like, you know what? It would be kind of fun to thumb through some old Beckett magazine articles. Like, I really enjoyed them, and I know that I looked at some kind of packing up, but I tossed most of them. So I bought a lot of 25 different Beckett magazines.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I want to start in 1992. That's like where the issue started from. So I purchased these three things. And as I went through there, I do it for the articles, not for the photos. And I came across, and here's what we're going to talk about. So I'll tell you the topic, then we'll go in a little more detail.
Okay.
I want to talk about how some of the articles in here from experts can nail a product assessment 30 years down the road, like immediately on the head within a year of a product coming out, but also how we can tie nostalgia into that and to see whether or not these experts can predict about what's going on in the hobby right now. They did it
Yeah.
30 years ago. Can they do it again?
Sure.
So one immediate theme came up in these three. I decided to take it by like quarters,
Yeah.
like quarter of a year. So I've got the August issue with Air Jordan
Nice.
of 92. I've got the September issue with Magic Johnson in his Dream Team jersey.
I love that.
Look how high he's dribbling that ball, man. That's like up by his
Yeah.
chin.
I think he's getting ready to launch it, to be honest,
You think so?
into a pass. Yeah.
Oh, it does kind of look at that. I mean, he's like biting his lip like he's ready to fire one in there. And then the last one is the October issue. Look at this baby.
Dude, look how thin he is.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Dude, he will never. That's a fourth of what he is now.
And what do you notice about his jersey? Number 33,
baby.
Yeah,
That's what he wore in LSU.
Number 33. So what we're going to go over here is one key set that they talked about, which is where we're going to start. And if people enjoy this, we'll continue this periodically to throw in more basketball, but we're going to start where it all began for Mr. eBay and was highlighted in these articles, which is 1991 Upper Deck. And in particular, the hottest name in these episodes, Dikembe Mutombo. That's where we're going to be going. But Ricky, before we get into there, there's some other fun stuff that I found in here that I thought it would be fun to kind of sprinkle in loosely with these Beckett magazines. But then we're going to dive into not only Mutombo, but 91 Upper Deck.
Okay.
Sound fair?
Yeah.
All right. So I have photos of some of these articles that I thought would be fun to pop up. So let's see if I can do it. The first one that I want to show, let's see if I can get this in no particular order, is this bad boy. So the Dream Set. So again, the articles in the old Beckett magazines and what they can tell us about the future. This one highlights something we all know and can relate to, even if 91 Upper Deck is not your jam. It talks about how 1986-87 Fleer is the Dream Set and contains so many sizzling RCs that it's become the hobby's definitive set. Interesting to me is the fact that only 6 years after, because of math, that this set came out, immediately identified as one of the hobby's definitive sets. And that's withstood the test of time. And of course, they show the Jordan, the Clyde Drexler, and I'm not going to read through this whole thing. And even the Chris Mullen that they pop up on here. But I thought it was pretty cool that they were able to nail it on the head. I don't think it's that hard 6 years after, but the fact that this withstood the test of time, I thought was pretty cool.
Oh, for sure. For sure. And I mean, you got to remember, like, the point of these magazines are to rehash, older stuff that's still relevant. And at this point was still relevant. Still is today. It's a fun set to talk about. And so it gets the collector excited. So I think there's nothing wrong with it. It's super cool.
Even before Michael Jordan's reign of NBA titles, it pretty obviously highlights by 91, 92, he was really established. But they said that his card has risen to the top of the roll call, and boy, that still holds true today. So I thought that one was pretty fun as number one. There's a few other fun pieces in here as well, including a reader's right is the topic that they called, or a segment that they called, where essentially people could write in and ask questions and they would respond, which I thought was pretty fun. So the first one, let's see if I can go ahead and find these in the right order, was about don't believe the hype. This one's short. I'm going to read through it because there's a photo that goes with it. So this guy, James Boyce, says, about a month ago, I bought an 89-90 Hoops David Robinson card. We all know that one. But it had a yellow border around it. Ricky, were you familiar with the yellow border?
I was.
On the Hoops?
I was.
The dealer I got it from said Hoops signed a deal with Kmart to make a couple thousand sets of Hoops cards with the yellow backgrounds. I bought the card for $20. Was it a fair price? And they immediately kind of crap on him, said that you can buy like the whole thing for, $10 to $20. But I had not seen this card. And they show the photo of the yellow David Robinson, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah. Probably worth a little bit now. With the rarity.
I don't see many of these, and of course, you big time hoopers are probably well aware of this, just as Ricky was. But I thought that was a fun little nugget. But wait, there's more, because now we're gonna start, Ricky, to get into your boy Mutombo.
Oh yeah.
So we've got the next segment called Mutombo Jumbo. This one says I have a
love this.
91. You like this one?
Oh yeah.
All right. I've got a 91-92 hoops Dikembe Mutombo, number 48. You list Mutombo in the price guide as card number 549. The two cards have different pictures. I know it's not a misprinted number. I took the number 48 card to a dealer, and he had never seen the card before. I was wondering if you could tell me anything about it. So, Ricky, before I say the answer, were you aware of this one?
Oh no. I mean, no, like as I read the question, I couldn't have told you immediately. Oh, clearly that was the what the answer is. But as you read the answer, I was like, oh, I do remember that card and probably had it at some point. But yeah, I think it's just cool that they had a forum to like write in like this and that they would actually do the research for you.
I thought it's so cool. And like what you just stated is exactly what I felt going through these. Like some of these I would read through and not know. And the other ones I'd be like, oh, wait, I know this. And it kind of triggered that nostalgic memory. So the answer to this was, as I flip right through it like an idiot, you have a Hoops McDonald's Dikembe Mutombo card. The series was released in 4 card packs throughout participating McDonald's outlets nationwide at the beginning of 1992. The entire 62 card set currently sells for around $10 to $15. The individual cards are worth about the same as the corresponding regular Hoops 1 and Hoop Series 2 cards. Dude, a Happy Meal and a pack of cards. Take me back to the 90s, baby.
Oh yeah. No, the McDonald's Upper Deck cards were next level. I don't know if you remember those. Oh, they were so cool.
You know, Boston Steve says the yellow David Robinson can be had for $4 today. Overpay then and overpay now. God, coming in hot.
No,
Coming in with a heater.
not increasing in value, but still fun. If you're collecting like all the variations of it, you got the jersey hold up, you've got him shooting the free throw, you got the yellow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. So now that we've got a few of those, let's get into more Mutombo talk here in the early 90s, because in September, they had a full interview with your guy, Dikembe Mutombo. And I really should have labeled these things, before I'm clicking on them. So, Ricky, not to put you on the spot, but did you read through this interview?
I did.
Do you want to talk about it a little bit?
Yeah, I thought it was hysterical. Like, do you collect your own cards? And it's interesting. He shares, I get boxes from the companies. So it's nice to have them. I think that's really cool. They did it back then. Got to keep in mind, this is before patches, before auto. So it's not like they were given great value in most of these card sets. Hot and Cold was fantastic in Beckett. Do you collect other cards? No. Does anyone else in your family collect cards? No. But he goes on to, that was a more interesting answer again, where he's from in Zaire. He says, we don't offer cards there. You have to, someone would have to send them back home. They're pretty amazed when they see cards of me. And so that was cool. You got to learn a little bit about him, a little bit about Zaire, and I guess the fact they don't have cards, that's not a huge stretch, but still interesting. Since you collect your own cards, do you have a favorite? And he talks about, I like my Upper Deck rookie card, number 3 from this year.
Hey.
It was the first regular issue, and Denver skyline's a nice background. This is the first card, and I must have known some basic jazz players for me to go into a card shop with my brother and mom, and get our first packs of cards ever. And knowing that I wanted basketball. But I remember the person at the store told us, you want Dikembe Mutombo, Larry Johnson. Those are the rookies to look out for. I'm sure my mom wrote their names down. We then go to like a JB's, which is like a Denny's if you are not local.
Solid breakfast buffet offering.
Oh, yeah.
Especially like back when you were in junior high school. You could really do some work there.
Oh, definitely. So we go there, and this is the new product. And I remember hitting this very card, and this is the first chase hit. that we ever had, or that I ever had. And so it has always meant the world to me, and is a card that I'll always have in my personal collection, in some way, shape, or form. And I always notice the skyline as well, and the fact he's in a suit, he's wearing his Nuggets draft cap. I think it's an amazing card. So I think it's really cool. If I was reading this Beckett, who I've seen, oh God, not only does he have his own cards, his favorite is the same one that's my first ever chase card. So another way to connect with the athlete. Very well done writing. And it's interesting how these Becketts used to actually have these actual hard-hitting interviews. And hard-hitting is the wrong word, but one-on-one, sitting down with them, expand on your knowledge of them. You mentioned another article in here where it talks about Mutombo's the languages he speaks, and 7 or 6 or 7 dialects, and he dual majored in languages and poli-sci. That's not your standard athletic, from Georgetown, nonetheless. From Georgetown. Yeah. That's not your normal poli-sci grad. He's in the heart of DC. So I think it's cool how you get to learn about him. And I'll say one last thing in this article. It goes on to talk about, hey, do you have all the cards of yourself? He says, yeah, I think so. He says, my fans send a lot to me. They're really kind. I want to save them for my kids. And they're going to be good things to remember about my career. So I thought that was really cool. But then they go into, hey, when's the best time to get your autograph? After a game. I try and do as much as possible. And he goes on to say, if you send it to our main office, it really helps if you have a stamped envelope, because then I can get them back to you much faster. So I don't know. I'm envisioning him actually like licking the envelope closed and putting it in the mailbox. I hope that he was asking that on behalf of the Nuggets department that did that for him. But that was pretty interesting. A funny tidbit. When's the worst time? When I'm sleeping. He talks about getting woken up in his hotel room. And you can understand why that would be irritating. And then talking about why it's important to him to be left alone when he's eating, or maybe he's visiting with someone he hasn't seen for a while. So it gives you some strategy on if you want to get some autographs. It gives you some knowledge about him. It gives you a deeper appreciation and something to root for, as he was just coming into it off of his rookie year. Gives you an idea of where his cards were, where his production was a little bit. You learn a lot about him. I mean, man, what a lot of information in just a little article. And too bad that this kind of stuff has gone by the wayside with technology, unfortunately.
Yeah, I completely agree. Got good synopsis there. And I want to roll that over into that Upper Deck card. So continuing with this theme, and of course back then, like, we didn't have the massive sets that were produced, but in the August issue, they specifically write an article called Too Much of a Good Thing. Yeah. Talking about Upper Deck hoops cards. They said they're a welcome addition to the hobby, although too much product may have tarnished its debut. Now, Ricky, this article written just months after the release of this. And what I thought was fascinating, the reason to kind of build the episode around this, was that this guy, Theo Chen, who I tried to go find and see if like we could bring him on the show. I just couldn't find him. I think he nails this right on the head. And it may not have been hard to predict, but there's a takeaway from the hobby perspective, and then there's a takeaway from the nostalgia perspective as we go through this. So I want to highlight some parts here and interrupt me where we need to. So, Ricky, it's talking about the set that won your heart, the 91-92 Upper Deck. So it talks a little bit about the product. Yeah. It says, you'll get no argument from this corner that the 91-92 Upper Deck is the sharpest major basketball issue ever produced. Let that sink in for a minute.
And I forgot that Upper Deck was running hoops at this point. This is that McDonald's parallel that they were talking about in the article. They were beautiful cards.
Yeah.
And while go ahead.
Oh no, it's wild to think about, because now you look back on it and you're like, oh yeah, this is kind of the mass produced stuff that's there. But if you think about it at the time, it really was a really big deal.
Well, and they were kind of gimmicky with the release, if I recall. I'm certain of this. And if I'm wrong about this, you get at me. I want to hear from you, you boob, at PTTF Podcast on Instagram.
See,
But
the
what
good
they
thing is,
did-
Ricky, we're at Pack to the Future podcast on
Oh,
Instagram.
Back to
I
the
appreciate
Future.
it, though.
Thank you. Back to the Future Podcast. What they would do is they would release the Michael Jordan locker boxes with these, and they were little boxes that were, I don't know, they looked like miniature lockers, about 8 to 10 inches tall, had about 10 packs in there. When you opened them, and then one of the draws were these hologram Jordan cards in addition. And they were a huge deal and a real big hit. So the gimmick, I think there was a lot of people freaking out about it at the time over the way you could kind of get some of these packaging and packages. If I'm recalling this correctly, God, I hope I'm right.
I think you're right.
Okay. And the only reason I think so is you can still find some of these on eBay today. Like I went back and bought one of these, and that's hit a Mutombo and Larry Johnson and send it off for grading. Got like an 8. It was so dumb. I could just buy a 10 for $5. But
Hey, at least you got it back, right?
hey, exactly.
Could still be waiting.
That's true. That's touche. But yeah, these are kind of fun boxes still to open. There's no value. This guy nailed it on the head. No value financially, but to someone like me who was coming up right at the perfect age at this point to get impacted by those locker boxes, to get impacted by the first ever chase, this Mutombo, excuse me, will always have a special place in my heart, as will the Larry Johnson.
Yeah. No, you nailed it. I mean, it does talk about specific LJ was there, Mutombo, Steve Smith, even Stacey Ogmon. Don't forget about him. They do talk about the gimmicks with the Michael Jordan, the David Robinson. They talk about the production where they said that they printed low number foil boxes, low number locker boxes. So you are correct. Low number jumbos, high number foil boxes, high number locker boxes, high number jumbos. That's a lot of product. And this is where they nail it on the head in the summary, Ricky. Upper Deck basketball cards injected life into a stagnant area of the hobby. Agreed. But there is such thing as too much of a good thing. And this product may be the best example of that in the hobby. And I think that it kind of blew me away. I was like, man, this guy kind of nailed it on the head. And, you know, for right now, for us, it's obvious. It's cut and dry. But you take us back 35 years ago, and yeah, it might have gone a little bit against the grain for the flashiest new product that was out there. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, he is right, but like the nostalgia is so high that it might be something I might go back and like collect the whole set or figure it out how to buy a real clean copy. Boston Steve just put in the chat something really good too that I completely forgot about. The McDonald's cards, and they mention it in that parallel article. They only had like 60 cards total, and you only got a few cards in a pack, and they felt like the biggest chase. And I remember that, like, it was like, oh my God, I'm getting the super rare McDonald's ones. And on the back, it had the little McDonald's logo with the hologram in it. Oh my God. Like, I seriously may go back and chase this set and the McDonald's set just for nostalgia reasons. And you could do it extremely cheaply. So
You're absolutely nailing it, man. Like I was thinking about this in the shower this morning. I'm like, you know, from an investment standpoint, this guy nailed it. You know what I don't think about? I don't think about when I had my Zion Prism rookie card PSA 10. I think I sold that for like $800. Like I was the last, I think I had 2 or 3 of them. The last person before it tanked in value. I don't miss those cards. Like those cards I don't wake up thinking about. I don't think about it when I'm out on a walk. You know, I thought about it for the thought exercise of this episode. But for you to have these feelings about Mutombo, for Boston Steve to remember bringing back like the McDonald's cards, the nostalgic factor can override like what the hobby consensus is on value any day of the week. Yeah. And I think that's the key point that we would want people to take home from this.
Definitely. And a huge throwback. I'm going to need your help remembering his name. And I'm sorry if I'm for putting you on the spot. If we can't remember.
Oh, no, I love it. Let's do it.
The very famous photographer we had on.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this is going to be some of his photographs. We're getting into that era. We're coming up on that photo with the Jordan and Magic Johnson. And he was so kind.
Andy Bernstein. Bernstein.
Yes, our boy.
Yes.
And so kind to us and told some great stories about some amazing baseball cards he had as a kid that his parents destroyed.
Yeah,
if you
God.
recall. But
This
yeah,
is just, it's good stuff. It brings back all the feels. The hot list and the cold list on the side over here. Like Larry Bird was cold, number 2 cold at the time. Like Jordan was cold. Yeah, that one didn't age so well.
no. Well, I mean,
But he's
you have
also
to
hot. Jordan's on the hot list and the cold list. How can that be?
I think we need to like zoom in and read what the criteria is. I can't remember, but it was like a monthly thing where it's like how their cards are selling, and it might be, I don't know why he's on both, but
Well, that'll be the next time we check it out.
yeah, it's yeah. Damn it. But yeah, no, it was always okay, wait. Reader input determines rankings.
Oh,
The
yes.
rankings are good indicators of players' popularity and, to a lesser extent, card values. The hottest and coldest players are ranked number 1. Last month's standings are in parentheses. Okay. I have no idea what this means, but that's
No.
interesting. It's worthless, but you can't be on the hot and cold.
So there you go. As something that I'm going to leave as a treat for the YouTube viewers, there was one other article that I thought was really cool, and we don't need to discuss it necessarily. It talks about how Beckett goes over the price guide arrows. And this was on the inside cover of one of the magazines, which I thought was like so cheesy, but so cool. I just geeked out. And I'm like, I got to take a picture of this and post it for the podcast people to look at.
No,
I thought it was cool.
That is really cool. I love the arrows. They're a staple of. In fact, we got to figure out like shirts to say like Chad arrow up, Ricky arrow down. But or Chad
Vegas for a week, arrow down,
arrow 2 down.
West Coast Card Show, arrow up.
In the cold list, you have people like Danny Ferry, Larry Bird, Bill Laimbeer, and the Detroit Pistons.
Someone was just hating. It's just straight Pistons hate. Shout out for Pistons hate.
In the hot list, you have Clyde Drexler, Larry Johnson, David Robinson, 91, 92 upper deck.
Oh, dude. So I can't tell you guys how much fun I had flipping through these. And I've got like 20 others. If you guys enjoy this type of stuff, we'll do some reviews and deep dives of old Beckett stuff and bring it back. Hopefully it gives people some of the nostalgic feels. Ricky, I could sense that it came out of you, and it
definitely. And just
don't clip that. But yeah, I got those feelings too.
Definitely.
Yikes. All right, that's all I got. That's our episode.
Wow.
How do you like that for an ending?
That's a good one. That's all, folks. All right. Well, it was another fun episode for Chad. I'm Ricky, the Bernstein, Mutombo, 91-92 Upper Deck rookie card, PSA 10. Wishing all of you a one of one night. Dude.
All right.
What'd you think? If I can escape to Boston, I'm gonna make Boston jam. Like when we get on the plane together, like he's gonna be like, "Oh, thank God, we got you away. I saved you." I'm gonna turn on my phone and I'm gonna blast in that airplane, full blast, shipping up to Boston. Oh, and Dan,
I owe people a teaser. I owe them a real quick teaser.
All right.
You get ready for Dan. Ricky, I bought a card yesterday that is going to blow everyone's mind, and I'm going to piss off like half of our audience. And I think it's at my house right now. And no one knows about it. Not even you. We're going to find out about it next week. And maybe we'll just tell everyone about it, except we'll keep it a secret from your boy, Dan.